Hello fellow stackers, 365 here, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I was going to do another unboxing. Now for those of you that have been following along my 365 days of saving money, I'm being very careful with what I'm spending my money on for the next 365 days. I've really cut back on excessive spending. Any impulse buying has completely stopped, because before I buy anything I write it in my notepad and I leave it for 24 hours before I make the purchase. And pretty much every single time I've written something on there, apart from Christmas presents, which I haven't been writing on there because obviously with Christmas presents it's kind of an essential purchase. But anything kind of outside Christmas presents, I've been writing in my notebook and waiting 24 hours and then making my decision then whether I still need it or not. And like I said, it's really working in helping me not spend my money impulsively, and it is definitely having a big impact on the amount of money that has been leaving my bank, especially when it comes to purchasing silver, because I've really cut back and I've actually completely stopped buying silver. There is one item, well actually two items, but part of the same delivery that will be unpackaged in a couple of days, and I'll explain why that was a kind of a purchase that couldn't wait. But as a whole, I've been very good, and I have been really cutting back on my spending. Now, like I said, today's video was going to be an unboxing of one of the pieces that I've saved up. I've saved up 24 pieces to unpackage, and then currently we've only done number 7. Now, every time I unpackage one, I'm going to cross it off of here, and you can see that we've still got a lot of different parcels to get through, 23 in fact, still on the board. Now, like I said, today's video I was going to roll the dice, or I was going to work out a way of picking. No, that's what I was going to do. I was going to go through the comments from the last video, because in the last video I asked for you to leave in the comments what number you wanted me to open, and there's been a number of people that have done that. So that was how I was going to do today's video. But then this turned up from the postman today, and I can't turn it round because it's got my personal details on the other side. Wow, it's going to take up the whole screen. But this turned up today from the postman. I say postman, a bit sexist, it was actually a post lady. The post lady turned up and she delivered this. Now, on the other side, it actually says the sender, and the sender is Cardiff Gold. Now, for those of you that have been following my channel for any length of time, you'll know that that was the first place I started purchasing my copper bars. Now, I've actually purchased a number of copper pieces from Cardiff Gold. I've also brought silver from Cardiff Gold. Really good company to buy from. I could highly recommend it. I've never had any issues when it comes to buying things from them. And this is one of the copper bars I actually picked up from their site. Really cool. A whole kilogram of copper, and it's in this kind of shrink wrap to protect it. Germanium mint. They make some really nice products. Look at that. Hologram serial number on there as well, and it comes in a really cool box. So like I said, I have brought a number of items from Cardiff Gold in the past, and I've always talked very highly of them. Now this was really unexpected, because I haven't been buying anything and I haven't brought anything from Cardiff Gold for quite some time now, because I've been like I said, being good with my money. So when I saw this arrive today and I saw the sender was Cardiff Gold, my first instinct thought, have I had a few whiskies one night and made a random purchase that I've completely forgotten about? And I actually went into my book where I've been writing things down and had a little look through to see if I'd put anything in there, and there was nothing I'd put in there, and I thought, I really can't remember buying anything from Cardiff Gold. Now, it turns out that they've actually sent me a care package. Now, one of the managing directors of Cardiff Gold is actually a member of Stackers Social. That is the Telegram group for like-minded stackers. And we all chat about not only precious metals, but anything really. It's a really nice place to talk to like-minded people. And I find it's a lot more intimate when you have conversations with people via kind of Telegram instead of through the comments, because you can actually have an actual conversation instead of just a few comments backs and forwards. So it's really cool. And like I said, the managing director, or one of the managers there, is actually a member of Stackers Social, and he sent me a message saying, keep a lookout, there's a care package arriving. And I only saw that just before making this video, because I was going to open this video not knowing what the hell I'd ordered. But now I've seen the message, I know that they've actually sent me something. So really cool. A massive thank you to Cardiff Gold for sponsoring this video if you like, sending me something without me knowing. And I'm really interested to see what it is, because as you can see, it is a huge box. Go grab your camera. There we go, I'm one step ahead. I've already got the camera rolling. There's not much that I unbox when my camera isn't rolling. And even if I'm not planning to make a video, I still record my unboxings, because I think it's a very smart thing to do. Because if you buy something and it's not what you expected it to be, or it turns up damaged, you've got video evidence. So I always recommend, even if you don't have a YouTube channel, I always recommend, especially when you're picking up things that cost a bit of money, like precious metals, or you're buying a new watch, or even if you bought like a bottle of whiskey or something online, you always want to film yourself opening it, just so if there's any problems you can prove that's how it arrived and you haven't damaged it yourself. But there we go, go grab your camera. Now I think I need to adjust my camera because it's not a very good angle for the size box we've got, so if you can bear with me. There we go, we're back in the room, and as you can see, we have a better camera angle now to hopefully fit the whole box in. Right, oh, this is really cool. Wow, we've got a note in here as well. There we go. Right, okay, so I can actually disclose the person's name that messaged me now, because they've actually included it in this message. And I wasn't sure if Dan wanted his name to be on camera. This is the person that messaged me on Stackers Social to let me know that there was something coming my way. So it says, "Hey 365, I wanted to wish you a Merry Christmas. Thank you and your subscribers for your support in 2023. Best wishes, Dan, Cardiff Gold." So really, really cool. So that's actually thanking every single one of you. Every single one of you that's watching this video, that is also thanking you, because I know a number of people have actually gone over to Cardiff Gold after hearing me talk about them and purchase from them. So that's really nice. It's not just thanking me, it's also thanking all of you guys that have helped support their company. Now I've got to be careful, I've got a candle on the back over here, and I feel like we're gonna have a small fire. Wow, okay, there's a few bits in here. So this is going to be a longer video, I think, than I first thought, because there's a few bits in here. Open this first. Right, I need to get all these bits out, because at the moment we're running out of room. So I've got another. Open this last. Oh, that's got a nice bit of weight to it. Really, really nicely packaged. Look at that. Really cool. Right, let's get this out of the way. Wow, it is literally Christmas come early. Look at this. 2 packages. Really, really nice. It really overwhelms me when people send me things. I still can't get my head around it. When people send me stuff through the PO box, like mail calls, even if it's just like a sticker and a letter, it's just so generous that someone's taken the time to write me a letter and to post me something. So yeah, I really, really appreciate it when people send me things. And I almost find it a little bit awkward sometimes, because it's similar to, and I don't know if anyone feels the same as this, but it's similar to when you've got Christmas and you're sitting all around in a circle. And I don't know if your family does this, but with my family, we all get together and we all sit in a circle around the living room, and then everyone takes a turn to open the present. So you literally, everyone's, all eyes are on you watching the opening the present. You don't have a clue what it is, and it's almost like you want your reaction to be authentic, but at the same time you don't want to give a reaction that doesn't look like you're grateful, and you don't want to over the top do a reaction that looks like you're putting it on, if that makes sense. So if you get a jumper and the jumper's really, really nice, you don't want to go, "Oh, that's cool, thank you," because you think, "Oh, that's not enough." But then at the same time, you don't want to jump up and down and put it straight on and go, "Oh, I love this jumper, thank you so much." So it's almost like you feel like you've got to try and get the balance where they know that you're really appreciative of it, but at the same time it's not over the top. Let me know if you can relate to that, but that's kind of how I feel at Christmas. I do feel really uncomfortable when everyone's watching you open the present, and obviously you're grateful for whatever you receive, but you want that to come across at the same time, and it's just really awkward not knowing what to expect. If you had a little inkling what it is, you can almost know what to expect, but it's the not knowing what it is. And I feel like when I'm doing mail calls on this channel, it's a little bit of a wider audience as opposed to sitting in the front room with maybe 10 family members. Sometimes my videos get sort of 200 plus views, so it's kind of, you're sitting in a room with 200 people if you like. So there we go. Let me know if you feel the same way when you're opening your Christmas presents, or if it doesn't really faze you. Wow, look at this. What is this? What have we got here? Let me adjust the camera. Wow, what are these? Whiskies. Look at this. Single malt Welsh whiskey. Penderyn. I probably butchered the name for that. Now, I actually forgot that Cardiff Gold actually do whiskey on their website. Now, this is why Cardiff Gold is such a great website for me, because although it would be slightly better if they called it Cardiff Silver, then it would really tick all the boxes. But they literally sell silver, and obviously they sell gold, but they also have a massive range of whiskey. And I haven't actually brought any whiskey from their website before, because I actually always forget that they do whiskey. If ever I'm looking on their website for a particular coin or a bar or something like that, I always stumble across whiskey, but I always forget that they do whiskey as well. So that is really, really cool. Wow, really generous. Just goes to show that they know me very well. So there we go. So we have some whiskey. I do feel like I need to taste it. Right, okay, I'm going to go and get a glass. Bear with me. Right, I'm back. So we have a glass with an ice cube. Thank you very much, Shiny Precious Metals, for the glass. Shout out to CPM. Now we have the same ice cubes. Absolute game changer, these ice cubes. They don't make the whiskey watery because they take so long to thaw out. Now these look really, really pricey. Look, they've got a bit in here that tells you all about them. Look at this. I'm going to enjoy reading through this later. Right, what one we're going to try? I feel like... Do you have to try them in a particular order? I don't know. Right, we're just going to go straight in. I've never tried this brand of whiskey before. We're going to go for the middle one, because I think that makes the most sense, doesn't it? Don't know why, but it seems to. And we're going to take these out. Let's get these out of the box, and let's get these as part of the backdrop of today's video. There we go. And we'll have a read through that later. Right, look at this. This is how it's done. This is the perfect mail call / Christmas present for me, because I actually have some whiskey to drink whilst opening it. So absolutely fantastic. Huge shout out, Dan. Great Christmas present. Cheers everyone. Thanks very much for watching my videos. Really, really appreciate it. Now that is really nice. Wow, look, that's gone already nearly. Very, very nice indeed. 46% non-chill filtered. Distillery is in Wales. That's quite interesting. There we go, one down. This is my Whiskey Thursday. Cheers everyone. Very, very nice indeed. Right, let's get going on the second one. So open this last. Now this has got a nice bit of weight to it. Let's see what we have in here. I really need to sharpen this knife. Wow, okay, there's a jiffy bag in here. Now you guys definitely know how to get me through my year of no spending. You're definitely keeping me going with these mail calls and parcels and letters you've been sending. Right, okay, what do we have in here? I actually quite like the camera angle like this. It's actually really good for unboxings. Wow, okay. Wow, I know what this is. This is amazing. I have seen these. I've had my eye on these for a while now. Wow. Okay. This is very, very cool. Very, very generous. Look at that. A 1 kilogram square copper Geiger bar. Look how beautiful that is. Absolutely incredible. Now, for those of you that don't like picking up copper bars because they don't want to pay the premiums on them, you've got to understand that the amount of work that goes in to produce a piece this beautiful is not the same as if you brought some copper pipes or took a washing machine apart and melted it down and made your own bars. I mean, look at this. It's absolutely beautiful. The same amount of effort goes into making something like this is the same effort that goes into making a silver piece. You've still got to melt down the material. You've still got to put it all through the same machines, the same packaging. Look at that. It's got a serial number down the bottom here. Really, really cool. Thank you so much, Dan. Thank you so much, Cardiff Gold. You know everything I like. I love my copper and I love my whiskey. So what a fantastic Christmas present. Really, really chuffed. Really over the moon. Got some more whiskey here as well to try in future videos. Look at that. I can't stop looking at it. I really have a soft spot for copper. I don't know what it is. It's just the colours of it look amazing. What a gorgeous looking piece of copper. Nice and chunky as well. And look how much bigger it looks. If you compare it to the other bar that I also picked up from Cardiff Gold, although this is obviously like thicker and chunkier, they both weigh 1 kilogram of copper, but for some reason this just feels more substantial in the hand because it takes up your whole hand, as opposed to kind of just having to kind of hold it. Don't get me wrong, that still feels amazing in the hand, but this is really, really cool. Wow, what a gorgeous piece. My copper stack is coming along so nicely. You can see I've got copper in the backdrop there. I've got a 10-ounce copper bar sitting just there. I've got God knows how many 1 kilogram and 5 kilogram copper bars knocking around. I've got another one literally just here. This is the biggest size I own. 5 kilograms. Look at that. I mean, look at that collection of copper right there. For those of you that also have a soft spot for copper, this video is for you. We've got some copper rounds here as well. Got lots of copper surrounding me really. Like I said, I have really got a soft spot for copper. There's something about it that just draws me into it. I don't think it's going to be a fantastic investment long term, but I just love the colour of it. I love the fact that it's really easy to pick up on a budget. Like I said, it's not something you want to spend loads and loads of capital on. You'd be much better off putting your money into gold and silver. And that's not financial advice, that's just my opinion. But why not have a little bit of copper in the stack? I mean, when it looks this beautiful, it's hard to say no. I know APM is very close to pulling the trigger on some copper. Every time I do a video on copper, I think he has to stop watching it because he doesn't want to get addicted to another metal. He's already addicted to silver. He doesn't want to start going down the rabbit hole of buying copper bullion as well. So yeah, I'm going to wrap the video up there. Thank you very much, Dan. Thank you very much, Cardiff Gold, for sending me this beautiful selection of goodies today. Really appreciate it. The whiskey tastes fantastic. Cheers everyone. Thank you very much for everyone that's watched today's video. Do let me know what you think about copper. Like I said, it always gets mixed reactions in the comment section. Some people love it, some people hate it. But me personally, I'll always have a soft spot for copper. You can just tell by my setup. Look at that. You've got a stack of copper bars at the back, a tube there, all these pieces dotted around. And this is just stuff that I can grab easily Like, I've got so much more away in the deep stack. I've got more 5 kg bars. I've got more 1 kg bars. This is just a small selection that I can quickly chuck. Spur of the moment. I didn't know this was going to be in today's video, and already I've filled the table with copper. So it just goes to show that I really, really like my copper. So like I said, thank you very much to Cardiff Gold. Thank you very much, Dan, for putting this together for me. Really, really appreciate it. Thanks for everyone that's watched today's video. Massive shout out to the 365 Club members. I really, really appreciate all your support. And as always, I hope you have a very nice day.